Welcome to Inside the Other Dimension with Damon, Penny, and Ben Winfield. We take you further down the paranormal rabbit hole, looking deeper into strange happenings in the dark. We explore why the paranormal is such a mystery, and we package it all up for the truth. Odds. Sit back, relax, and get weird. Only on Inside the Other Dimension.
Welcome. It's Inside the Other Dimension, and Ben is cooking us all a serious sirloin steak. What the hell? It's your host, Damon Penny, the Paranormal Viking, joined by himself, Mr. Ben Winfield, my co-host, and we are taking you through tonight. It's the warm-up for Festival of the Unexplained here on the podcast. So what more can we do except talk about the fact that Ben is cooking? So, ladies, hands off. All right, it's taken. All right, I know you women love a domesticated man, but you know. See, Lou, I've got your back. I've got your back. Don't worry. So yeah, welcome along. Don't forget, guys, if you are locked in, if you're listening to this back, thank you for your support. You Patreoners, keep it going. As you can see, I've got a brand new setup here. I've got a ring light. I've got new webcam. It's going good. And I'm not, you guys didn't actually pay for any of this, by the way. I'm just one of them guys where I'm like, I need the best of the best. So I just do it anyway. So
yeah, asking for stars like a certain bloke called Johnny Dixon.
Oh, I don't know. Mate, I can smell that from here. It smells lovely.
No, I'm going to perch you all up here so I can see you. Oh, yeah, we're on Patreon, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, guys on Patreon, I just dropped you some more information. Personal object of mine. I'll take a photograph on there. Damon's looking shocked because he's not even paid attention to that fact that I dropped it on Patreon.
I'm on it now.
I told you guys I got you covered.
See, guys, you Patreoners get it before me. You get it before me. I'm co-host of this thing, and I can get it before me. Wow. I'm having a look now anyway. Oh, I like that. That's cool. I like that. So, guys, head over to Patreon. Check out the thing. I don't even know what it is. What is it? It's like just like a fucking bicep.
It's a mirror, but the coding on the back word is different. It's one I did for Lou.
No, you did. I did it.
Oh yeah, you did it all. Yeah, my apologies. Lou drew all that out after I showed her how to do it. It's a personal scrying mirror.
Oh, okie dokie.
So
Go on, mate.
What's on it is used for reflective scribing.
Reflective scribing,
which means that spirits can manipulate the image in front of it and put you in the location that they're talking about, so you can see. Sort of like, conspiracy theory wise, Rome's supposed to have one of these.
Right. Okay.
Through into the past. Now, this one's a bit of a different one. This one works more in coalesce with quantum entanglement.
Right.
Certain things you have to have in line with it. But I thought the patrons might want to see that and be an interesting one.
I mean, Joe, it reminds me of it, like when you're talking about it, when you describe it, it's like, do you know, I can't remember what fairy tale it's from. I think it's Snow White, you know, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Like the reflective mirror, because it puts them there.
There's plenty of different mirrors. It's what they're used for and different things that are used for. The mirror that I've got up, it's more in line with the way black mirrors are used.
Right.
More than like the big mirrors that you see, like the one we go on about with the conspiracy theories.
Oh, what the Golden Book, or we talk about the Montauk Project, how they would use mirrors to sort of amplify psychic capabilities. Sort of like almost like Stargates, isn't it? Really,
within reason, yeah. But these are for Patreons to see this, it's very, very rare because we all know what I'm like. I'm ridiculously secretive when it comes to my own stuff.
Yeah, he is very, very secretive.
Cosmos. Lou has a Cosmo for the night. It's very glittery.
Oh, yeah, Cosmopolitans. Bloody hell. You really are living it upside. What are you celebrating, man?
Nothing. I've been away all week.
All right. So Louise is celebrating the fact that she's had a very quiet week and she's okay to. So Patreoners, head over to the Patreon, check that out. I am decided to for the Patreoners alone, I'm going to be uploading the Shadows of History that we have on the main show. You guys will be the only ones to be able to get it on demand, and also my drawings at the moment. I'm going to be uploading them. I've just finished a Runes one, a Viking Runes one, and I'm just working on a Tree of Life, and it's pretty awesome. So keep track of that. And actually, Joe, stay there 2 seconds. Ben, tell them about your sirloin. I'm just going to run 2 seconds.
Let's tell you about sirloin. They're completely random. This is like a Hell's Kitchen kind of weird edition. It's a.
Oh my God!
So
you're breaking up,
me
mate.
And a few friends. Probably I'm in the kitchen, so there's not a lot of great signal in the bowels of hell. Yeah, if anyone does want the recipe, as weird as it sounds on a paranormal show, I'm going to put it up in the on the Patreon page.
for everybody out there, right? When I put my pictures up on Facebook, everyone doesn't believe it's me that's drawing it. They reckon I'm just taking pictures of online things. So I thought if I bring my book in here and show people, then it might be. So that's Odin. Can you see that? Yeah. And obviously, I tell you, did you see my Aries? My Aries was sick, and my Mulgenier was wicked. But these are the ones that you've seen them on Facebook. But these are the ones I've been working on. Here's one of them I've done. Here's another one I've done. For everyone out there. Yeah. And you'll like this one, mate. Check this one out. You'll like this. This is dedicated to Ben, everybody. Check that one out.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not showing you a Tree of Life. It's not finished. Eh?
I say if you send us that, I could probably bang that on a slate and then send it down.
Yeah. So everyone that doesn't believe that I'm doing these drawings, it's a therapy thing. It's to help me get over my my mental health. It's to concentrate my mind. But I wanted to sort of, because we're warming up for like Festival of the Unexplained tonight. I want to talk about some of the unexplained things that have sort of been in the past, the stuff that we talked about. We've got Karen coming on in the second part of the show. So I thought, let's get into the unexplained stuff, right? Now, the first thing that pops to mind when we talk about unexplained happenings, right? I got this guy on TikTok, yeah? And I know everyone's going to go, oh my God, what are you on TikTok for? What are you doing? I got this guy on TikTok, right? And he has actually convinced me he's a time traveler. He's actually convinced me that he's a time traveler. No joke, right? He's got these specific dates. I'll have to open my TikTok to tell you them, right? But he's got these specific dates and these specific events that are happening on these dates. So let me just open this up. Hold on. And I'll tell you what's going to happen, right? So here's what he said. Now, he's been thought of as a time traveler for a long time. He's put a load of stuff up that's come true. Now, he's put 3 dates that are going to happen in 2022. Now, March the 15th, this is how specific this guy is. He's almost like the new Nostradamus, right? Because I was getting heavily into all that sort of thing. Listen to this one, Ben, because you might be able to sort of tie this into the occult calendars that are going on. Now, March the 15th, 2022, he believes a volcano is going to erupt and create a cloud of ash that's going to cover half of the world.
Oh, come. I'm a bit weary on that one. There's thousands of volcanoes, so he's bound to get it right at some point.
Okay, well, let's put it into this one then. This is where he goes a little bit more specific, right? Now, June the 28th, 2022, he said a plane is going to go missing for a month and returns, but everyone on the plane are only going to say that they've disappeared for 3 hours. So it's going to be that time sort of slip.
That happened this year.
What? No, you mean 2021 or 2022?
2021.
Well, he was a bit off then, wasn't he?
Yeah, the TV series came out this year.
Did it really? Why have I missed this?
There's a TV series on that. It's called Manifest.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I've heard a few people talk about that.
I'm not blowing holes in his theories here, but
go for it.
You know what,
Mate, I say to everybody, right? Humans learn from mistakes. We don't learn from what we get right. So at the end of the day, that's how we learn. But the one that got me, right? This is the one that got me. August the 2nd, 2022. We're going to make contact with an underground civilization that live in Hollow Earth. Bang. I knew I was right about Hollow Earth. Knew it.
That'll be interesting.
That will be.
So when we do the show on that date, we're supposed to be
talking about the Pindar. The reptilian creatures that give Godzilla a massage when he's having a bad day. So, yeah, I thought if we're going to talk unexplained, time slips, time travel comes under the paranormal blanket. It's really unexplained because whenever you say to somebody, time travel exists, they sort of go, nah. But myself, I believe it exists. I mean, we done that show with Craig Maloney. We've done a show on time slips. You remember that? And that really convinced me that these sort of time traveling does exist. Do you know what I mean?
There's loads of evidence to suggest it exists. There's more evidence to suggest that exists than other things.
There is. There's a lot. And I'm trying to think of the name of the guy. If you guys want to go and check it out, he's called the Count of something. I can't remember what he's called. It's not Monte Cristo. Don't say that. He's called the Count of something. He's a time traveler. I'll have a little search up because when you're backstage, we do a little bit of research on the fly.
That's what kind of kills it for me when they call themselves Count something.
Because they want to take a photo.
There you are.
Let me spin my camera around so everyone can see what I actually mean when I go on about subs. Change that over to facing backwards.
Hey, yum, pig's bum.
That is a steak sub.
Steak
with
sub.
camembert cheese, fried onions, sweet potato chips, and salad.
Salah. You gotta have the salah.
I should take this for my crossbow.
That looks really nice. It looks like it could sink a sub, let alone being a sub. Oh, I'm on my own. Right. Now, for you guys out there, hold on a second, because I've got to take this away now. Oh, he's come back. Hold on. Let's bring him back in.
Can I?
He's back. He's back.
I can never get that camera flick right, ever.
Don't ever leave me like that again. I have abandonment issues, for Christ's sake.
Every time, I always fail.
That time traveling guy was the Count of Saint Germain.
Yeah, see what I mean? Why would you call yourself Count?
Mate, Joe, he's been spotted. He got spotted 2 years ago. That's how recent he actually goes. Like, if you look at his Wikipedia, he said he was a European adventurer of an interest in science and alchemy. You know, if anyone is going to achieve time travel, it's going to be an alchemist. 100%.
I'll tell you what, I'll run his name through our lot and I'll see if anyone knows him. And if there is anything on him in our lot,
yep,
I will say on Patreon, but I won't say on anything else because we know that our life gets shot.
Let me read this out. This is the sort of thing, right? He's 1691 or 1712. They're not sure when he was born. That's the starters for 10, right? Now, it says here that he achieved prominence in Europe, high society of the mid-1700s. Prince Charles Hessen-Kassel considered him to be one of the greatest philosophers who ever lived. What is he saying? These it says Saint Germain used a variety of names and titles and accepted practice among royalty and nobility at the time. These include Marquis de Montferrat, Chevalier Schonegg, Count Weldon. In order to deflect these inquiries to his origins, he would make far-fetched claims such as being 500 years old, leading Voltaire to sarcastically dub him the Wonder Man, and that he's a man who does not die and who knows everything.
I know who you're on about now.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a time traveler. I think he's a time traveler. 100%.
There's a difference between being a time traveler and knowing future events.
Yeah. I mean, divine premonition comes into mind. You know, people have divine premonition. Some people just are really good at the lottery and manage to get it right. It's when it comes to the Count of Saint Germain. Now, I've listened to a few podcasts about him over the years because it does interest me, the whole time traveling thing. Because I'd love to sort of. There's certain parts in history that I know are true that I'd like to experience, i.e., World War II. I'd like to experience Victorian times. I'd like to go and experience the birth of the Viking. You know, and it is something that's always interested me, and it is unexplained because it's not. I mean, paranormal now, ghosts and poltergeists and you know, hauntings. They're now Hollywood movies. They're massive, you know, and it's become second nature to talk about these sort of things. You can go to the pub now and talk about, oh, the pub's haunted. Oh, I've experienced this, and this. But no one talks about time traveling. Yeah, no problem, mate. No one speaks about time traveling in the way that they talk about the paranormal nowadays. It's almost like paranormal has become less taboo than time travel itself. And people always say to me when I sort of start talking about time travel and time slips, there's a big difference between time travel and time slips as well. Craig explained it to us. I think time travel is when you actually sort of choose your destination, whereas a time slip is when you go back and come back to where you previously was before. So almost like an envelope in time space itself. So yeah, I mean, it's a subject that needs to be thoroughly investigated within the paranormal. I know there's people out there investigating it. I know there is.
It's known as a loop round.
Yeah. Because there was that film, wasn't there? You had loopers. They were able to bend time to travel to certain places, but I don't think they could go
teleporting, wasn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't more time slips. That was more in your field of quantum mechanics. It's almost like manipulating in time matter, isn't it?
Yeah. Same with quantum mechanics. Not quantum mechanics. Can't remember what it was. There's a theory that someone put forward that the fact that when it comes to time travel, an atom has a certain amount of life. So say an atom's half-life is 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
And you can link up to, say, a vast amount of atoms at that point.
Yeah.
Trying to think of explaining it. Pencil, for example, all these atoms here are aligned in the same aspect to create this pencil.
Yeah.
Now, the atoms in this say 2,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You can, in the theory, connect to these atoms and travel back down the timeline, down the energy flow of this pencil to where the energy first was created for it.
Right. Does that only work for living objects?
The theory is that it can possibly work for anything when it comes that has to have an electrical current.
Right. Okay.
So it can be living objects. We know, obviously, stone tape theory. So in a sense, it could be stones.
Yep.
Which I have seen people use that technique on stones to travel back.
Yeah, it's almost like an intense version of oh bollocks! I forgot it. What's the what? Oh, where they old psychometry.
Yeah, the best way of describing it is if you've ever seen Constantine.
Yes.
When he goes to hell, whilst he's still sat in the chair, that's the sort of best way of explaining it.
Yeah, he stares into the cat's eyes, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I found that really interesting. Don't like to come off topic, like in that Constantine, the fact that he used the cat to stare at the cat, because that's an Egyptian sort of ritual.
It's not just Egyptian; it's everyone. Everyone thinks cats aren't like half dead.
Yeah, but wasn't it the Egyptians that believed that the cats guarded the door to the underworld?
Yeah.
See, in Viking sort of belief systems, we don't believe in cats guard. We believe cats can be. I can't remember the name of the goddess. I think her name was. No, it's gone. It's gone. But there was a goddess. There was a goddess who was cat-like, but she had nothing to do with the realm of Hela. The only one that
Freya.
comes to pick you. No, Freya wasn't cat. She had a pet cat, just like Odin had a pet crow. Loki had like a pet dog. All the gods have their own pets. But
shows how much I know about Vikings for saying I do Viking reenact.
Mate, I'm intense into it. I've read 17 books on it already. I'm living the life now. But yeah, with the Viking mythology, the one that would come and pick you up to take you either to Valhalla or to Hela would be Hallbard. So and there's really cool stories actually. For everyone that's watched Viking the series on Amazon, yeah, it's very, very close. Very, very close to the actual legend of Ragnar Lothbrok and the Sons of Ragnar. Because you've got Ivar the Boneless, you've got Bjorn Ironside, all that lot. They are very close. If you look at the legend of Ragnar, it sort of follows along that line.
Yeah, the only difference is we don't dress like that whatsoever.
I do. In just my pants. And you know what? I know what. Like, to go back to seriousness, I thought Rolo was like a made-up character. I was like, how the hell can you have a Viking named after a chocolate bar called Rolo? And I looked him up. He was actually a French Earl. He deferred from Viking and become a French Earl. I could not believe it. I was like, wow, that is awesome.
You had your Bluetooth as well.
Yes. Yeah, Lord Eric the Great. I just thought he was a wrestler, but no, he was actually a Viking as well. And he was supposed to be 7 foot tall as well, and hung like a like serious hung. Yeah, no, yeah, literally like a kickstand. From every time you read something about Eric the Great, they always go to the size of his phallus. It's crazy. It is mad. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the conversation tonight with Karen. It's going to be quite cool. I have got an important question to ask her though. I'm going to say to Karen, like, Karen, look, as much as I support Festival of the Unexplained, and like it's a brilliant festival to do with the paranormal, but I think it's sacrilegious. In fact, I think that you are going against the gods themselves by not having the other dimension represented there. Do you know what I mean?
Oh dear, sorry guys, I am diving into this steak quite well.
Go for it, man. I just polished off Toad in a Hole with homemade onion gravy. It was nice. Yum. It was proper nice. Joe, one of them dinners where you sort of spent all day out in a cold at work. You come home. It just hit the spot. It hit the spot. The missus can cook a mean bit of grub, I tell you. She really can. That's why I don't have the body of a Viking yet. More of a Buddha.
I think I lose pretty much doing that to me. She's a good cook.
No, I'm not one to spread rumors, but when you was here for my birthday, she did mention something about fattening you up for Christmas. So
yeah, she pretty much has done it. Did everyone on the Patreon though? Did you? I know you obviously can't comment on here at the minute, but I'm assuming you all enjoyed Sunday's show. I know it was a bit of a flick for a book, but
yeah, no. Saying that, like we got a good response to the Sunday show. I mean, it's Facebook wise, it's outdone Friday's show. So whatever you spoke about definitely hit home with a few sort of a few sort of listeners, and we got a response as well. Hopefully, a guest is going to be on the show and talk about her experiences. Phenomenal picture. I mean, I don't know what Ben's take is on that picture yet. I believe it's real, 100%.
I have yet to find any Photoshop or anything like that that's wrong with it. So
No, I run it
it'd be
through a
nice-
filter, and it's creating its own light. It's generating its own energy, its own electrical field. So
It'd be
I
nice
think
to get a photo of the place before and
question.
after. This is why we always say, whenever you take photographs in the paranormal world, always
3.
take them in 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do it as a mockery to the Holy Trinity. Hey!
Yeah.
It is crazy. It is crazy. But yeah, I mean, the show on Sunday got a good response. Really good response. I'm gonna be working on Shadows of History, its own Facebook group, its own Facebook page. I had a lot of people asking me questions about that.
Nice.
Really enjoying Chris's part of the show. We've got a divination part coming up soon. Yeah, I mean, there's so much in the pipe work at the moment, man. We've got Karen on this week. I'm still talking to Charleston to get him on. Kate Sherrell's agreed to come back on at some point. Andy, the UFO guy, he's coming on. So, mate, honestly, we're making moves this year. Oh, and Joe, obviously, we got banned from podcasts, right? Because of fact checkers. Yeah, but in quotations. I've now signed us up with Spreaker, so we should be broadcasting on Spotify within a couple of weeks.
Nice.
So I'm happy with that, man.
I've got Andy Moore coming on at some point. He did do a private reading for Lou, and he was spot on with everything. So,
mate, I would like to see what he brings through with me. Like, I mean, I'm not an unreadable person. I've had some really good readings in the past.
He's good. I don't think he likes reading. I think he got ward off reading me when he got one thing right, and then there was a response, and he kind of went, no.
It is crazy, man. But yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff in the pipe work. I want to send a big shout out to all the patrons, especially to our new patron, Mr. Reverend Wild Bill. Big ups to Wild Bill.
Get Wild Bill on the show.
Yeah, we're going to get him on the show. We've got Bob coming on again soon. Bob's been making moves. Have you seen Bob's artwork?
I've been talking to Bob recently a lot. He's had trouble with the snow.
Well, he lives in that part of America where, like, 1 month it'll be boiling hot, and another month it'll be like 17 foot of snow. It's like the perfect TikTok weather if you're going to do TikTok videos, because you can cover both summer and winter videos. Spoken like a true influencer, mate. Spoken like a true influencer. But yeah, Bob's like I like Bob's artwork. It's really cool. Really enjoying that. He's doing really well for himself. Some of them wood carvings as well are spot on. They really are.
He'll be getting his care package from us as well soon.
Yeah. Oh, talking to care packages, Deb's received today her competition winnings.
Very nice.
So she's happy with them. It's good. We have got some more competitions coming up on the main show. That's definitely going to happen. I've been speaking to B Paranormal Equipment. They're offering up a couple of bits, and I don't have to talk to Slate and Bone. I just have to tell Ben that he's got to do a couple of bits, and he just gets on it. So, but we are going to be doing competitions for that.
Obviously, Slate. Those on Patreon know they get discount.
Special discount for you, my friend. Genuine fake. I love that. When I used to go to Turkey and they used to do the bartering. Come on, sir, genuine fake. I can have a genuine fake.
Genuine 100% fake.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. But I mean, paranormal wise, we've got a lot going on this year. I've got a few things in the pipe work that are going to surprise you. I know Ben's been working on his lectures, which is another thing that is going to be available just for the Patreoners. I've got a few things in the pipe. I'm not going to say yet. I'm going to keep it under my belt because I want to sort of surprise the Patreoners big time.
That means I'm going to get screwed over at some point, folks.
No. It's purely me. I'm gonna be doing something rather weird. It's gonna be called the Paranormal Viking in the Wild. Let's put it that way.
Okay, Kath, Vonnie, watch out. He's going to do something weird.
I'll just be going live on Patreon, going, right, guys, we're live on Patreon, and this window that I am now pressing against is Kathy's front room or Bonnie's front room. Watch me scare them as I make messages in my breath. What I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on going out as a solo to certain locations and streaming it live. Because I like the feeling of being scared, and I'm a freaking weirdo. That's mainly the reason. I don't think there's any other reason for it. I just think I'm weird. I'm
We'll
like,
bring your car end and do a live in the woods.
Joe, I've spent time alone in some of the scariest places in London, Essex, Kent. I get scared. I'm not gonna sit here and go, yeah, look, I'm Willard, mate. I've got barbed wire, right, fucking aftershave on, and I'm hard. I'm not hard. I do get scared, but for some reason, I like that feeling. That's where I'm completely weird.
We'll do this then because it's a kept secret and there's not a lot of paranormal. People have always gone to Codner to investigate.
Yeah,
which is fine. But the main place is just down the hill, and no one's ever been to it.
What one's that? Is that I want to when
Mystics were the first people to go there.
When I come your way, I want to check out that place that you went when you went live on Pulse, where it was like that cave place.
Be an interesting one.
Yeah. Do you know that cave place?
Have I frozen?
I think you might have frozen. It's all good though. It's all good. I'm still live. It's all good. But yeah, a lot of stuff in the pipe work. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Warming up tonight. We've got a big show tonight. We've got Karen Fray coming on the second part of the show. And I've got to dash off a little bit earlier tonight on tonight's show, the Patreoners, because I've got some other bits to sort out ready for the show tonight. But yeah, I mean, look, big things in the pipe work. The Patreoners are getting a lot of exclusive stuff, especially from Ben at the moment, posting behind the scenes. Tell a friend, tell your friends to join us. I mean, you keep the lights going here on Studio 1 and Studio 2. And it is what it is, man. We try to do our best. Like Ben works full time, I work full time. We're both family men. We've both got families and we've both got our own lives, but we do take time out to make sure that you guys get the best of the best. Even down to the point that I'm even starting to redesign the stream, so we got like a new one and it's a bit more fresher. So there's a lot going on. But yeah,
Patreoners, don't forget.
Yeah,
if you want photos of this book, the one I was discussing on Sunday, email me and I'll send you any photos you want from it. But it's only for Patreons.
There you go.
Same goes for any books. Any books I have, if you want photos of them, just ask. But you have to ask me because I won't post them up on Facebook or anything like that.
I've got some ebooks being posted up onto Patreon soon, because I know that we did promise an ebook a month. I've got about 9 but I'm having problems uploading at the moment because everywhere is like 28 quid a month and it's just extortionate. So Patreoners, bear with me. I will be uploading an array of ebooks, everything from Grimoire of Baphomet all the way through to I've got the unwritten script for Harry Potter. You know, the one that J.K. Rowling writ up and then she decided to keep it secret. I managed to get a copy of it, so I'll be posting that up for you guys. So that'll be quite an exclusive.
I will in time as well. We're posting up. You've seen a few of these links. I'll be posting up links to certain libraries that I use for access to books. You can't just type into Google and find these places. Yeah. So I'll put the addresses up for you.
Yeah, 100%.
The only thing I ask is don't spread them about.
Yeah, no, definitely don't spread them about. So, guys, we're going to have to jump off to get ready for the next show. So come off of here, head on over to Pulse Talk Radio, where we'll be live from 7 o'clock. All right, but it's from me and my co-host, Benjamin.
Yo.
We shall see you next week for some more exclusive business.
Just
We're out of
remember,
here, guys.
if you want the recipe for me steak fillet sub, just ask.
Yeah, if you want Shay Ben to sort you out with that recipe, just ask. Right, we're out of here, guys. See you in about 20 minutes. Take care. Bye.
Yeah,